Hello, namaste and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena and today I will discuss about how does network security work. Network security, uh, it's not an easy task. It's a difficult task. You need to do lot many things for network security. Okay, and what are the things just you can do for network security? There are, I'm just discussing here, there are 14 components which you can use to provide the security. And what are those components? As you can see in your screen, let's see, first say firewall. On the entry or exit point of your company, you are having a firewall. Okay, so that whatsoever the traffic is just passing through it, it just first of all say stop, I have something for you. I need to check whether you are allowed to enter or exit from the gate. Okay, so the firewall is working over there. And when email is coming or some when or sending somewhere, then we need to know what is the link into it, what are the content into it, or what are the attachments type it, because a lot of cyber attacks are happening due to the emails. So email security is must also. And on the antiviruses or anti-malware software, that definitely you need. uh, Although we are having a lot of security services, security at different layers, but still hackers will come and will be on our end devices. So on the another layer of security we can provide to our end devices, where antiviruses or the anti-malware softwares will work to find out is there any kind of uh, misbehaving on our devices. Something is just causing trouble, so they will that will also detect over there. Network segmentation, our companies are having different type of work areas, we can say, and their usability is also different. Okay, and the security should be implemented on different way for different department. Say when we are having a web server, we need to allow public traffic on that. Okay, might be we are having that web server on a in-house, so we need a separate network for that, so that the traffic when coming to our web server, it cannot enter our internal database or internal uh, network. So it's a separate. Similar way, we can say IT department is having different things to do. We also have data centers, server farms, and the security is different on that one. Okay, and network segmentation is very important. Even if we find some kind of any trouble in one area, then we can quickly troubleshoot it, we can isolate it from other part of our network. Okay, and network access controls, who can access and our network, what the security checks required to have access over the network, then definitely we will check it first. If you will comply or if you will fulfill all those checks, then you can get access over the our network, otherwise you cannot. Okay, or maybe somebody is accessing the guest network, so there are the limited resources over there and they can just have access. Application security, we are using a different kind of applications for performing different jobs, different works. So we also need to provide security to that. We must check whether those are secure. Is there any kind of vulnerability exist on it or not? Is there in patch available or updates available up for the secure applications? Then apply it. We also have behavioral analytics. It's really crucial. Uh, even say signature based security, where the known cyber attacks we can detect easily, but when the behavior will change, somebody is just trying to access database from different location where that admin cannot be over there, but the request is coming from different geographical location. It's a abnormal behavior, so we must know it. Either although it's the user is having the right credential, but a question will be raised. Might be that credential has been stolen by the hackers, and from different locations they are using it right now. Okay, so that's required. Data loss prevention, who is accessing our data, where they are copying paste, doing something with our data, or on the cloud services who are accessing our data, we must get the record of all these things. So data protection we can provide. Intrusion prevention system, uh, firewall will just block each and everything, and then we allow the traffic. Okay, but in case of intrusion prevention system, when the traffic, say for example, entered in a network, and and now due to the advanced uh, threat, then it changes behavior. How just we come to know that was malicious? Okay, so our intrusion prevention system will just detect it, whether that's traffic is normal or abnormal, and if it will find some kind of abnormality, it can protect it. It's important. Mobile device security, mobile devices are used nowadays a lot in companies. Companies also allowing the mobile devices to work with the with those devices and can have access over the network, but there are a lot of trouble that's also coming with the mobile devices. Okay, because we don't have the control completely. There are lot of applications are running. Okay, they are accessing different websites, so it is just so obvious those devices can be affected. Okay, so mobile device security we must have. And security information and event management, you need to know what is going on in your network, who is accessing, what they are accessing. Okay, so it just give us a broader view of each and everything, because just if big admin, and how many devices we can observe, because each and every devices are generating lot of logs, and it's a very hectic job to see huge amount of logs. And just looking with the logs, we cannot make sense what kind of what kind of activity is happening in our network, who is accessing it in right way or wrong way, we cannot know. So the SIM will give us a picture in a wonderful way, and this can help us to identify any kind of malicious activity, or the activities happening in our network. Okay, VPN for the remote users, or for accessing the internet or some kind of website, and we want to secure that data, and we want to anomaly behavior, then we can use the VPN. Or for the mobile users, we want to provide the secure communication to our internal network, then definitely we must use, or we can use VPN. And web security, internet, as we know, it's not secure, it's public network. There are a lot of web servers, websites are there, where hackers already created the malicious website, malicious link. There are even malicious ads are running, and when our employee will access those websites, they will get infected. Malware will be downloaded on their devices, and once any malware will come, and it will not detectable from our security devices, hacker can get control over the devices, and then they can pivot from one location to the another location in our network. So web security will provide us who is accessing, what a website they are accessing over the internet, and then what to control. Okay, so it's also very important. What other things we can do? That is educate. Sorry, that's wireless security. Nowadays there are a lot of use of the wireless devices, and wireless devices, as we know, this is like everywhere open connection. When we know the credential to connect with the access point, then definitely we can say. But in case of the wired network, we have a jack over there. Only when we just plug in, then we can access the network. But in case of wireless, it is everywhere in a certain area where the boundary is coming. So we can not leave wireless devices open to everyone and can just enter into our network. And there are a lot of twin attacks can be possible. Rogue access point can be placed near to our building, and the hackers can also hacker can also give access to our employees. Okay, and when our employee will connect to it, they might be using the wrong wireless devices and can give their credentials. Or if we are not using wireless security properly in our own network, then definitely anyone can break it and can enter in our network. Okay, so just give a solid concern on the wireless security as well. Educate your staff. Everyone is accessing the digital devices, they are the part of the network, and if they are not educated, then they never come to know what to do and what not to do, what's right and wrong. Until unless education will not be there, they will never come to they will never participate in the security of your company. So who are accessing the IT infrastructure, whether that's technical or non-technical, they must aware of what they should do. Okay, and follow the industry best practices. It's important. The devices which we are using, generally the default setting are there. Don't leave the default settings, because those default settings are also available on internet for the certain devices. These are the username and the password, this is a security setting over there, blah blah blah. So you uh, you also need to follow the best practices for securing their networks. How to secure your boundaries, how to secure your endpoint, or when you are implementing any VPN, what are the best practices you should do when you are implementing the any applications, or installing any application, what should you do for the patch management, what should you do. So best practices are then you should follow it. It will really very helpful in the security systems, because they are just telling us what is the best for us, and if we know it in a proper way, then definitely we can thwart a lot of cyber attacks from our system, from our network. Okay, and explore the attack surface. Nowadays company's network is not only bounded just with the physical location of a one at one certain physical location. It's not we can say boundary. Okay, so that's boundary blurred. We are allowing bring your own devices, and allowing any one of the employee can use their device to access our network. We are using mobile devices, we are using the cloud services, or the remote accessing for the VPN. So the boundaries of our network blurred, it's expanded. We must clear cut understand, yes, where our network getting access from different devices from different areas. Then you can we can say that then you will be able to secure properly your network. Once you understand the boundaries, once you understand the attack surface from where attack can come, then you would be able to secure your network. So there are lot of things or lot of concept inside the network security, and you must aware of those different components. Okay, follow me on the cybersecurity page and get the notification for the next interesting and informative session. Also share that session with your friends, group members as well, so that they can understand the different components of network security and what's the importance of all those components. Okay, see you in the next session. Namaste.